What's good?
What's up, you guys? We're back again after a long time. Should we mention this is like a third take?
This is a thing.
We tried recording yesterday, but that weird things just kept happening.
And we just stopped and we're like, we'll try again
we just-
tomorrow.
yeah. So if this sounds like it's been said before, I don't know if there's a thing that sounds.
I mean, low-key, we've had this conversation between ourselves.
Okay,
since we
fair.
recorded it, so I think, yeah, whatever, man. We're cool. Today we're talking about, since we're back from like the whole exam season, I think we just wanted to do a reflection video on the whole thing and just basically thinking of reflection in context of whatever anyone has gone through, like a certain chapter in their life or an episode in their lives, and really what happens after that, like when that whole thing has passed, looking back, what are your thoughts, what are your sentiments, and yeah, for us it would specifically be having gone through exams and how we feel about them.
Yeah. So I don't know. So it's like she said everything, but specifically, all this video is gonna be just reflections. I think it can be a thing that you do after maybe a long time, like what you consider to be a
significant.
Yeah, like after a period where you've went through stress, like and pressure for doing something, or like a what do they call it, a milestone, after like a milestone or after like a project done type thing. I feel like reflecting is like
it's quite important. It's very important because some things repeat themselves, like some we write exams every year or twice every year, and it's important to reflect every single time you go through them, especially when things don't go according to plan, which is it's not a rare thing to happen, that things just get like distracted a bit here and there. And
I mean, I think with us, I mean, we wrote well. I think we wrote well.
I think we wrote okay.
It's just the process before writing was like, there was a lot of trial and error, and I think that's what we mainly focus on reflecting on. Like we can reflect on exams, but there isn't much there to reflect on.
No, like you sat for the exam, you sat for it, you wrote.
There's no control.
Not
anymore.
even.
Yeah. But
the behind the scenes
is what we have control over. One of our lights just died. That is so trippy.
It is.
One of our lights just died, so I hope this is not appearing weird. So we're gonna keep it short. So with us, one of the things that if we could count things, it would be our planning. That it wasn't as flexible. It was so
rigid.
Tight, and like it didn't allow room for minor inconveniences, like a small headache. Things that are like unexpected. It didn't allow for that, so when they happened, they just threw the plan off completely. Oversleeping, just minor things were not factored in, and when we reflect on that, I think that's what we need to do better, or at least for myself too. That's the thing, and the fact that I don't know, man, just being not so hard on yourself, and like, I don't know, people always say this, but I think it's important to, when you're working under pressure and stress, to focus on the things you can actually control more, and then focus lesser on things that you can influence, and then focus less and less on things that are beyond your control.
But then the only way, I think, for you to actually distinguish between things that you can control and things that you can't control is to take regular or short-term reflection breaks, where you're like, okay, where am I right now with respect to my plan, and where to from here, when things like when things happen between your whatever it is that you're going through that are not part of the plan, it's very important that is a point of rest or pause where you now need to look at what went wrong, how did it go wrong, where to from here. Because I think it's very easy to just say, oh no, that happened, let's just move on.
Yeah.
But sometimes moving on the same way that you had planned to move on is not the best way to move on. And it's very important to consider other options that you can take.
Yeah.
So it's very important to take short, regular breaks. It doesn't mean like stop and just be like, okay, let's chill. But it's like, let me take a moment to be present and be mindful of the point at which I am right now and what is happening, and think about what it is that you're compromising, for example, what it is that you can add into your plan, and what it is that's not going but yeah, taking regular breaks to just inspect and evaluate yourself at that particular point, and if going forth keeping to your original strict, rigid, whatsoever plan the wisest thing to do. I think planning is not a bad thing. Planning is very, very important. But I mean,
it's just how you structure things or how flexible. Like sometimes we plan things and we're like, this is how it's gonna go, which is cool, you know, to have that mindset. But at the same time, it needs to consider the fact that there's some, like, you cannot have every factor. You can't. It's impossible to have all the factors that could happen. Yeah, because weird things happen. And I think some of the other things that make it hard to bounce back is because we try to keep running at the same pace, like you said. When after we trip, you know, like you trip and fall and you stand up and you're like, I'm gonna keep the same pace, and you don't take a time to be like, oh, but I have a wound and how do I adjust for this? Yeah, exactly. You know, that type of thing. So that also affects the outcome you were looking at from when you were beginning to plan, because like now you're gonna be more harder on yourself on the fact that you can't keep up the same pace because of that inconvenience. But yeah, as far as exams and everything, I mean, there's a lot we could talk about.
There is a lot.
There was illnesses,
a lot of
there was
health scares, and unhealthy eating habits, and all of those things. And
some of these things were just mechanisms to avoid actually looking at the problem at that point in time. It was just like, I'm failing at this, so you employ like a mechanism, like a way to cope with the thing. Like, and I don't know, one of the most slept on, or the things we do without trying, is just saying, like
avoiding.
Yeah, just passively being like, this is not happening, or this is normal, I'll just deal with it later. But yeah, I think there's a lot. So you guys can tell us how, you know, you reflect, the ways you reflect, or whatever you have gone through recently and how you dealt with it.
So that's a bit of our 2 cents on the notes of reflection. Definitely there's a lot that can be said, but obviously with not wanting to go over time, because I mean, some of y'all be like, yo, video's too long, and we hear you, man, we hear you. We're just so passionate about having such conversations. Do share with us whatever it is that you do when you do reach your point of reflection. Do share with us or engage us in anything that maybe we need to consider, or other people that will be seeing this video need to consider. And I think we'll stop here with this video.
I don't know, just, you know, share with your friends, you know, have this conversation with you. You'll be surprised, like, how other people's views on things can actually change how you view things
Yeah,
too.
it's very
And
important to
we're also open to communication. I think
understand.
it's back, so if you want to talk, if you want to share something with us directly, you can, I don't know,
Slide into the
in your
DMs
DMs.
of Precious Charlotte. Our page.
I mean, I don't know, your person, you can do it. No, but on our page, you can talk to us there, and we'll share ideas and stuff. So I hope you guys have a good day. Is it still a day?
It's
Yeah. I hope you guys have a good. We're so sorry about the lighting
we are.
issue. It's just weird. It's getting darker outside. The light just decides to die, and yeah. So
But that's not what we're focusing on.
yeah, we're
We're
focusing.
focusing on everything else that's positive around
That's
us.
positive. Yeah. No,
Uh,
definitely. Nothing can keep us down. Like we'll be trying to record and something weird happens. This is coming out.
Now we're going on and on.
We'll see you guys in the next
Don't
video.
forget to like this video.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
I don't.
I wanted to.
One second, like just that. We'll see you guys.
I got to pray, I got to make some paper.
Okay, the love of money, root of all evil. I mean, just look around, just look at all the people. To get an office job is not a